Are you ready for today's story? Let's go!
My bedtime stories.
Read with me as we make the world more magical, one story at a time. SantACHOO by Carli Valentine. Christmas is right around the corner and Santa's head elf, Tinsel, is busy helping Santa prepare for the big day. Tinsel hands Santa the list, but the wind catches it. The list floats away, landing softly on the ground. Santa bends down to pick it up when a little tiny toot comes out, followed by a big sneeze. Oh no, Santa! You aren't getting sick, are you? Tinsel worries. No, Tinsel. I was just embarrassed about the toot I did, so I tried to cover it up with a big sneeze. Tinsel giggles. She watches Santa throw on his boots and head out to feed the reindeer. Brrr! She notices Santa's shivering from the cold. Santa's never affected by the cold. After years on the North Pole, his body is numb to it. Tinsel feels concerned. The reindeer's tummies grumble. Santa reaches into the reindeer food bin when suddenly... Santa, are you sure you aren't feeling sick? Oh, ho! Don't worry about me. I just sneezed because some of the reindeer's magic food dust got up my nose. Santa reassures little Tinsel. One of the reindeer overhears their conversation. Santa, we all get sick sometimes. I know just the trick to stop this cold in its tracks. Chants the reindeer, handing him his favorite treat. A carrot! Thank you, but I'm not sick. Santa chuckles. Tinsel and the reindeer exchange worried looks. Soon, the sweet smell of freshly baked Christmas cookies fills the air. They head inside to snag one. Tinsel helps Mrs. Claus finish frosting them, then fills a plate with festive cookies and grabs a large glass of milk for Santa. They head to the toy room together. As they enter, the tasty smell brings all the elves over in a trance. Tinsel passes the cookies out and they sit together to eat them. As Santa opens his mouth to take a bite, the biggest, loudest, wildest sneeze comes out instead. And another one! ACHOO! Yippee! Hooray! Christmas is in a few days! And another one! Santa tries to pretend he is singing a song, but Tinsel isn't fooled. She begins to worry about what will happen to Christmas now that Santa is sick, whether he admits it or not. Santa, those are very big sneezes. Maybe you should lie down so you can feel better, Tinsel suggests. The elves all nod. Ho, I feel fine. Some sugar went up my nose as I was about to take a bite, and then the cookies tasted so good I just had to break out in song, Santa insists. The elves watch Santa as he walks over to the toys being packaged. It's not long before Santa lets out another. The sneeze is so big that all the presents at the table go flying across the room. Tinsel puts a comforting hand on Santa's back. I think you better get some rest. Before Santa can reply, she guides him to his room. The little elf hurries back to the toy room and closes the door. I think Santa's sick. What will we do? How will we make sure everything is ready for Christmas and help Santa? The elves huddle together and make a plan. Tinsel feels better. She's glad she shared her worries. Santa decides to go to bed early and sets his alarm so he can be ready for Christmas Eve the next day. Tinsel tiptoes back to his room and waits. And waits. And waits. Finally, Santa starts snoring. Tinsel turns off Santa's alarm and sneaks off. All through the night, the house shakes with Santa sneezes and snores. In the morning, Mrs. Claus and the elves begin their plan, leaving Santa to sleep in while they get everything ready for Christmas. They polish his boots. They iron his best underpants with Santa starch, just how Santa likes them. They check the reindeer. Then, just as they are almost finished loading the sleigh, "Oh no! Help! It's nearly time for me to set off, but I've only just woken up. We're going to be late. What will we do?" "Santa, you have a cold and needed to rest. Don't you worry. We got everything ready." "Everything?" Santa's amazed. "Thank you for taking care of me," Santa says, relieved. "This is wonderful." Tinsel, the other elves, and Mrs. Claus smile. "How thoughtful you all are. You really do all love and care for me. Thanks to you, children all around the world will be happy." You can't avoid getting sick sometimes, and having a rest is what's best. It is time to depart. With a sneeze and a sniff and a ho ho ho, the reindeer knows Santa is ready to go. Tinsel checks the list for the second time, Santa gives directions, and Mrs. Claus slides down all the chimneys to deliver the gifts. We make an amazing team! Tinsel grins. Togetherness and love shines through the whole holiday season. Working in unison, they create a Christmas which is the best one yet. It is said to be heard as Santa flew out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and good night."
Thank you so much for staying and reading with me until the end. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this and share it with your friends so we can all read along together. See you on our next one. Bye!